This is our ALS Extreme pack, and it's one of our flagship products here at Conterra. It's one of the largest packs that we make, and it's also one of the most feature-laden products that we have. We use it in every environment and condition on Earth. It's been to Antarctica, it's been to the Himalayas, it's in use in both Afghanistan and Iraq by the U.S. Special Forces. It's a real backpack. Don't for a minute consider that this is just a street EMS bag that we've thrown some straps on. It has a full aluminum suspension on it, and it also has the hip belt and shoulder straps that we use on many of our expedition quality packs. I'm going to talk a little bit about the suspension system. Let's look down at the table and we'll see how this pack is in its compressed mode for storing or for carrying like a suitcase. It has a ballistics cloth back on it here with the suspension system stowed away. When you need to carry it, you simply pull the straps out and pull the hip belt out. You see the hip belt is designed to contour your hips with very little padding. And it's been our philosophy for the last 30 years of design work that if you contour a belt properly, you don't have to put an excess of padding in it. Clip the shoulder straps together. And now you're ready to carry. Now, some of the adjustability of this pack is not really apparent until you take a close look at it. This pack is completely height, width, and angle adjustable. If you have a long body, you can simply tear away the shoulder strap, replace it higher or at a different angle on its attachment point, and reattach the whole shoulder strap back on. So it will fit just about anybody from about 5'5" to about 6'6". What we like to see is we like to start with the pack where this seam right here is at your iliac crest on your hip bone. So this pack cups around your hips. We like to see the shoulder straps adjusted so that they simply curve in high on your sternum here, not low down, and then they carve away under your arms. The sternum strap should always be worn on these packs, and they should be worn high enough so that they don't restrict your breathing, even though they are elasticized. But this is a nice spot for this strap. A very important feature of these packs is the riser assembly right here. And it is fully adjustable by moving these two slider buckles. And we like to see this shoulder strap attached height-wise so that it dives into the pack at just about the top of your shoulder blade. And these riser straps should be adjusted so that they have about a 0 to a 30-degree angle of attack on your shoulders, so that when you pull on them, it just lifts a little bit of pressure off of your collarbone. That's what they're designed to do. And you can adjust that right here. So that's how the pack should ride when it's on you, and it will ride very, very well. The last thing we'll look at on the mannequin is the actual size of the pack. It does carry fairly close to the back for a pack this size, and that makes it a real great pack for carrying in difficult situations where you don't want to change your profile much, or you have to crawl or get into difficult spots. It really rides on your back well, as opposed to some of the competitors' packs that ride sort of like big cinder blocks hanging off your back. So let's take a look at the way that we can pack these packs effectively. There are many ways to pack your ALS Extreme pack, and let's look at a couple of suggested ways right now. But because this pack is lined with Veltex on the inside, it can accept any of 22 different Conterra modular organizers that can go in here. So really, you can make this pack do anything that you want it to do. The pack that's sitting here right now is put together the way a ski patrol would do a crash pack that would come out of the aid room if there's a code red situation, or the way a fire department would pack it for an over the embankment or rough terrain evac style rescue. So let's look at the inside of this pack. When we open the pack, you'll see kind of a unique way that these pockets work. they roll open so that they have full access. But when they roll back out of the way, they don't change your profile as you're carrying this pack, and that's great. So, as we open the zippers, these are straight number 10 coils, and we do that for a reason. It really improves the overall strength of the pack. We open it up, we see how much stuff there is in this pack. We've got some medium organizer pockets here on the top lid carrying diagnostics, remote ventilation system, airway adjuncts. Lay that down. The sides of the pack here, the pockets, on this side we're carrying orthopedics and trauma. So, general trauma. On this side of the pack, we're carrying more orthopedics, spine immobilization, SAM splints, kinder traction device. As we look in the main body of the pack, we can see that we have a restrained D cylinder, fold-out suction unit. Here we have C collars, bag valve mask. We also have here intubation supplies. In this case, we're using the Conterra V-Tube King Airway system for BLS providers. But you can also put an ALS full intubation with ET tube kit there. For medication here, we have a full Conterra med kit that has 3 rounds of cardiac drugs in it, as well as all other pertinent drugs for ambulance response. Down here, we have a primary IV fluid start set, secondary fluid start set. As we look at this top pocket, we have in it basics for the evac, such as signaling and survival equipment for the wearer. So within this one kit, we have trauma, we have oxygen, airway, delivery, supplies, intubation equipment, IV fluid, and diagnostics. It's a very good, concise kit. This is another way to pack the ALS Extreme pack, and this is more for a true backcountry SAR response. As you can see, we have some equipment on the outside that would be specific to the type of terrain that you're in, such as an ice axe for snow or ice response. We'll take that off right now. By the way, the titanium ice axe does not come with the product. We also have the ability to carry fluids. We have the Conterra hydration bladder in its own vented outside pocket so that we can have proper hydration for the person carrying this pack. Let's go inside the pack here. We can see that the pocket's open just like the last one that you see. Again, the straight zippers help with strength, durability. These are made in Seattle, Washington. These are not Asian production. And what we've got here on the inside of this case is on the inside top pocket we have some universal precautions, gloves, mask, etc. We also have diagnostics, field soap notes, capability of dealing with that. We also have one of the features that's unique to many Conterra products, which is our light stalker system. And that will help us actually see inside and work out of the pack in the dark. Very nice tool. Once we get inside this pack in general, the way that it's laid out is, this is our general trauma medical kit. And within that are all the items that you're going to need for most of the stuff that you're going to be doing in the backcountry. Underneath that, we have a drug module that carries cardiac meds, 3 rounds. We also have primary and secondary fluids. Here's a liter of fluid in a padded compartment. In this compartment here, we have our primary fluid IV start set. We also have a collapsed bag valve mask for breathing for the patient. We have a C-collar here. And on this side, we have general orthopedics and patient packaging supplies. SAM splints, duct tape, multiple heat packs, smart straps for immobilization in a litter or in a spine board. We also have on the top here an innovation module, so you can have full capability of getting a patent airway on the patient. But because this is a backcountry response, we do need to carry more than simple emergency medical equipment. We have to be able to keep the carrier of this pack safe and healthy. So the bottom of this compartment in here, we've got extra clothes for rescue work. We have rain gear. We also have bivy sack. And in the top pocket, we have hats and gloves. And we have our 10 essentials for staying safe and healthy in the backcountry. So with this kit, you can go deep into the backcountry and perform a proper rescue with all the equipment that you need as an EMT, paramedic, or wilderness first responder.